Well, good morning and happy Friday. Finally, we're heading into the weekend. It's a hot one. Now, the girls were complaining just a little bit because I made them go in and out for their workout today. What are you talking about, Monica? Well, we work out in Kirkwood in this space. I know it looks just like a store, but I love the fact that we are able to, before they ever open the doors, train clients and open up your soul, your mind, cognitive skills when they're working out, and of course, the physicality of it all. Yeah, we did that already. What'd you do so far? Are you up and at 'em and ready to go like I am? I am on fire. No caffeine. This is how I am in the morning. And this is what I try to get you to be, to get wired for life, to thrive on life, to have the passion in life that I want you to have so that you have the smile on your face. Yes, I understand that life is hard, but we always want to come out on top. And we only do that by the surrounding that we have, the positivity that we have around us. So good morning, first and foremost. We are ready to go, aren't we? We're on fire. I'm Monica Adams, the real Monica Adams. We kicked off this show on March 1st. We've been doing some incredible things. I stepped away from television on January 2nd, all because I wanted to do this with you, the community coming together to thrive mentally, physically, spiritually, to open up your minds to the possibilities and the reality of where life can be for you. And if it's a negative track that you've been on, the trail has been filled with debris and clutter and the people who are not serving you. It's time for us to open your mind to the possibilities of where you can be, right? If you need personal training, if you need life coaching, those are the things that I stepped away to do more of. So yes, we train here. We're at Mark Anthony's, which I do want to give them a little plug. Mark Anthony's and Christopher's huge sidewalk sale. I mean, this store is packed, ready to go for you tomorrow morning. They're going to be opening at 9 a.m., so a little early. And I'm told that it is mayhem, but they have some amazing sales. So thank you, by the way, to Mark, letting us use his space on Wednesdays and Fridays quickly as we switch from training clients at 6 a.m. to get ready and train and come to you live at 7 a.m. So I did a video about 30 minutes ago telling you what was on tap for today. We have a lot to talk about. We, of course, like to sprinkle in the national days of, and there are some funny ones today that I'll get at a little bit later into our show. We also are going to talk about Op1 Vet. What is that? Well, we have a guest on, Rusty Ezell, as I told you yesterday. Rusty has something really special to talk to you about, giving back and how the community actually can come together. We did that show the other day of what can happen when a community comes together as a whole. Well, some incredible things can happen, right? There are opportunities for you to take part in something to pay it forward, a pay it forward ride. We want to get all of the vehicles, the trucks, I don't care. You've got a motorcycle, you have a little trike, I don't care, whatever you want to do to be involved in this. We're going to talk about Rusty and thank him for his service. We'll find out where he served and what this track chair that he's going to be receiving is all about. That's on tap for the day. Of course, we also like to sprinkle in the positivity, the mindset help, and the blueprint for value. Jeff Kozatek will be my guest the last week of this month, the author of this book. When I'm in studio, we read from Stephen Arterburn's books, The 100 Days to Freedom, right from depression, from shame, from fear and anxiety, from overeating. All of those mean, we have 5 actually. So that means 500 days that we will be together at least. That's the devotion that I have to you, that I'll be there for you. We'll be reading from those and sprinkling in some amazing thoughts from wonderful leaders that are out there. And that's the thing. The more we surround ourselves with proper positivity, we erase the negativity and the drama that others tried to bring to us, right? That negative force that they try to put against a positive force, no, we're stronger. They'll knock down before you do. When you believe in yourself, when you have the strength in yourself. I am a life coach. I've been involved in wellness for 25 years, and I did it always on the side until January 3rd came. And then it became, let's put this on the table and let's start helping the world. So what we want you to do is like, share, comment, pass it along. I want to thank Michelle. She's getting ready to leave on Saturday to go to Cabo San Lucas, and she made some really beautiful flyers that she's going to be passing along to those in Mexico, those that are just, traveling and they're at the resort that she stays at. And she said she can't wait to see if those people, the flyers that they get, start trickling around the world, that we start seeing people tune in and say, hey, I'm from Florida. Hey, I'm from California, Georgia, Oklahoma. Then we know that it worked, because that's what this is all about. We want to start sharing and spreading the word, as you're going to see right now on your screen. Please share, like, and follow, because this is what we need in the world. Erase the negativity and bring more positivity. Good morning to all of you. I see Pamela's on, Michelle, Kathy, Tammy. Yeah, Tammy just got done working out, right, by the way. Jelly legs, she says. Laura, Marilyn, ready for the weekend. Sean, and Leona, nice to have you on as well. Thank you, everybody. Good to have you. So we're going to take a quick break. When I come back from the break, my guest, Rusty Ezell, will be joining us. Rusty is the one that's going to be receiving this track chair. Excited to tell his story. He'll be with us, so don't go anywhere right after the break. Envita Health and Wellness, where you can feel your best both inside and out. Envita isn't your typical med spa. They're a multi-specialty medical spa and wellness center serving St. Louis and its surrounding areas. They have ketamine for mental health and pain, IV therapy, medical weight loss, and aesthetics treatments. As board-certified anesthesia providers, Envita can ensure that their advanced treatments are provided safely with minimal to no pain. So let Envita take care of you. Call 314-394-0950 to book an appointment, or online envitahealthandwellness.com. Welcome back. As promised, my guest, Rusty Ezell, and a bunch of friends in the background. Good to see. We've got, is that Joyce in the background, right? Yes. And who's the other one?
My girlfriend, Marilyn, in the black.
Okay, Marilyn?
Yes.
Hi, Marilyn. You can say hi and come over in the camera because it takes a community, doesn't it? It's a community for everyone to bring the positivity to life. So, Rusty, first of all, thank you for taking some time this morning. I know you got to rush off and you've got to get to a doctor's appointment at 8, so we're not going to take up a ton of your time.
No
but I'm
problem.
glad to have you on. And Joyce, thank you, by the way, for bringing this to my attention. First of all, Rusty, I can't go on without saying thank you for your service.
No worries there. I'd do it again in a heartbeat.
And you served where and what years?
So 86 to 90, I was at Fort Bragg, North Carolina. Was never really in combat per se. Was an airborne engineer. So basically we would throw a bulldozer out of an airplane and I would jump out after it to make it go.
You're a stud, Rusty.
That was my job. So I spent 4 years in the 18th Airborne Corps, 20th Engineer Brigade, Charlie Company.
Well, thank you again. And so we're talking today about Op1 Vet. Can you tell me more about that organization first?
So the organization, Op1 Vet at a Time, is what it stands for. And so Ed, they're based out of Indiana, basically goes around. He got the idea to sell T-shirts to try to bring awareness to vets and vets' cause, and then started purchasing these track wheelchairs. So he tries to give 1 or 2 of these away a year to a disabled vet. And they happened to be in Waterloo during the Queen of Hearts craziness that was last fall. I wasn't there at the time. My girlfriend Marilyn was there, and they rolled up in their truck and had this really awesome track wheelchair in the back and asked if anybody knew any patriots and disabled vets. And Marilyn was with our friend Tabby, and they run up there, and I talked to him on the phone that day, and then we subsequently exchanged numbers and whatnot. And then I hadn't heard from him for a long time, and he got a hold of me in April and said, "Hey, I've got this chair. We're going to give it to you in Sturgis." All this amazing things started happening. So Marilyn and I are going to Sturgis in August. I'm going to receive the wheelchair on stage at the Buffalo Chip. And I'm also going to be singing the national anthem in front of about 70,000 people.
Oh, I said that yesterday. I'm like, he's going to be singing the national anthem, which, by the way, you're with a band, and the name of the band is?
Dazed and Confused STL.
And I was asking Rusty last night, I'm like, okay, what kind of music is that? You say like classic rock, right?
Yes. It's very good.
Your band is going to be playing at this event we're going to be talking about in just a second. But how exciting. So the national anthem, have you sung that many times?
I had sang it a couple times in an old band of mine. This whole thing got started. There's a video of me online singing Old Man from Neil Young.
Okay.
Through a veteran. In 2010, I won a local veteran contest, went to nationals, which was in Wisconsin. 180 of us get together. They rehearse all week long. and put on a 2-hour show in Wisconsin for, a local audience, about 3,000 people.
Okay.
And so I won the local event. I went up there, sang Old Man on stage. It was filmed, very professional. And so I have a copy of it on YouTube. The manager, Greg, at the Buffalo Chip, happened to see the video. And so we started talking, and that's how that came about.
Okay.
I'm
Okay.
very
Well, at some point in this interview, I'm going to make you sing for me. So just know that's coming.
Please
Don't
don't. It's very early in the morning.
Come on. They always say when you get your chance, take it.
Yes. I know, right?
Yeah. Okay. Once again, if you're just tuning in, it's the Real Monica Adams Show, and we are starting for you early, right? A lot of times I like to dig deep into our topics at 7:15, but look, we're very cognizant of someone's time, and Rusty has to get to a doctor's appointment, so I wanted to have him on. By the way, one of your friends is a regular viewer of mine, and you said, "Oh yeah, I know Richard. Richard with Dude's Playground." He said you're a big part of that.
Yes, he's a very, very amazing person. His wife Becky, and of course, Dude the dog. That's the playground's named after. It's a very, very special place for disabled vets to go fishing. And Rich and I started discussing this stuff like 6 years ago, and he has made amazing strides out there. And it's all done. It's ready to go. Handicap accessible bathrooms, concrete for disabled vets, and all types of wheelchairs are able to go down there, go fishing, hang out, whatever you want to do. It's amazing, and it's just right outside of Waterloo. So,
well, he has welcomed me to come there, and I want to see that because I'd love to have Richard on the show as well. Absolutely. Once again, we're talking with Rusty Ezell, and I wanted to make sure I said your last name properly, and we both said the same thing. Yes, just like Tim, who I used to work with for 15 years.
Exactly.
Have you met Tim, by the way?
I have never met him.
We got to get the two of you together.
I get often asked, is he a relative of yours? Is that your brother, or is that a cousin?
Maybe he is. We need to do the DNA search.
Well, his name's spelled just a little bit, one letter different than mine.
Oh, okay, then maybe not.
Yeah.
So Rusty again is our guest, and we're talking about Op1 Vet and his service. So Rusty, you have been in a wheelchair. So can you tell me what happened?
So in June of 1991, I was in the backseat of a car. Several people, three of us, other people in the car with me. We're coming into Columbia, where I was living at the time, Columbia, Illinois. And the rear tire blew on the car and sent the car up the embankment. And I wasn't wearing a seatbelt. My girlfriend at the time was sleeping in my lap. I grabbed her and put my hand on the ceiling. And then that last thing I remember was a bunch of dirt coming in the car. And subsequently, I broke my back, T5, T6.
Oh, wow.
So yeah, I was working construction at the time. So I was June. I went to college in January. Went to Eastern Illinois University. Actually studied public relations and radio.
Really?
I wanted to be a DJ, but it just seemed like that was more of you really had to know somebody to really kind of get in the door. And construction's always been something that I've always been involved in. I grew up on a farm. My grandfather retired from the local 520 in Granite City. And so ultimately that's what I wanted to do. So I got work in Sonnenberg Landscaping. I've been there since 2006. I'm the manager of the store in Columbia. And so it puts me back where my element with construction. They got landscapers, we sell mulch, blocks, the whole 9 yards.
And what's the name of the company again? Let's give them a plug.
Sonnenberg Landscaping. It's a really great place. There's 2 stores, one in Belleville and one in Columbia.
Very good. So if anybody needs landscaping help, there's a good, what's the phone number?
618-939-9121.
There we go.
Thank you very much, by the way.
I love helping out the community. So Op1 Vet, and then I'm so sorry for what you went through. I'm sure you've been through a lot mentally, obviously physically. It sometimes could dampen the spirit because here you are with the life you knew, and suddenly the life completely changes.
Yeah, so it was like a blink of an eye. Everything that I had done before was no longer available to me.
Absolutely.
And quite frankly, in 91, you think of, well, the American with Disabilities Act had been signed for many years, and everything's accessible, and you realize very quickly that is not the case.
Yes.
So there's a lot of obstacles that to overcome. When I went to Eastern, in fact, they called me prior to me going to school and asked me if I wouldn't be more comfortable going to Carbondale or U of I because, of course, they're more set up for people with disabilities. And I said, no, I'm coming. This is a public funded school. I'm coming to school there. And when I left, yes, I was on the 5-year plan. When I left 5 years later,
As are a lot of people.
right. The campus was fully accessible. I got in
Awesome.
touch. I hired a lady, Martha Jacks was her name, as a disability coordinator. And so she helped me get out of my shell. I did a lot of symposiums on Eastern, talked to the student body, talked to the administration about their campus and how lacking it was for disabled students. And so I was the only person there in a wheelchair. In fact, that's who I was. I DJ'd a lot of different shows. I'm a big Grateful Dead fan.
Mhm.
So I would have these DJ shows, Grateful Dead and Friends, and these guys would want to train tapes. Yes, tapes, cassette tapes.
Oh
Nobody
yeah,
likes
absolutely.
that. But,
That's how we used to edit, Rusty. It would be
right,
tapes, splice them, stick them together. Oops, I hope
exactly.
that went well.
Exactly. So they would be like, I'm like, hey, it's Rusty. I got those tapes are like Rusty. And I'm like, yeah, the dude in the wheelchair. Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. So
And you became
I
the
was
dude
the
in the
dude in the
wheelchair.
wheelchair.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. No, you're Rusty Ezell, and we're going to get this name out there strong. When I was told about this story, I was told that you're a pretty big deal in your area. So we're making you a big deal all over, putting
Well,
you on the
appreciate it.
stage. He's going to be in front of 70,000 people in Sturgis singing the national anthem, and I'm crossing my fingers. I'm not going to say it because I don't want to jinx it, but there's something else that could happen. So Rusty's going to contact me. Actually, I'd love for you to contact me if you remember from Sturgis and let me know if it happened, or if somebody wants to contact me while you're doing it and we can get a recording of what may happen. That's all I'm going
Yeah,
to say.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
We've
yeah.
got some things in the works that we might do with Rusty. Richard Melching Sr., by the way, just said, my brother from another mother. I love you, Rusty. Other
Well,
people are
I
saying good
love Rich
morning.
too.
Rich
Yeah,
said, hell yeah.
amazing man.
Congratulations, Rusty. Love Dazed and Confused. And Dustin Rowe for all he does for the veterans. Thank you for your service. So, a lot
Yes.
of comments coming in. Okay, so let's talk about, besides the track chair that you're going to be getting in August in Sturgis, tell us a little bit more about what a track chair is and then what paying it forward ride is going to be.
So a track wheelchair basically is if anybody knows what a bobcat looks like,
Huh?
and it's got tracks on the side. So that's exactly what this is. It's a motorized wheelchair with rubber tracks on each side. So it is very powerful. So you can be able, I'll be able to get in this thing and go over any kind of terrain, go fishing, go hunting, get to that secret spot where I normally couldn't get to go fishing, or set my deer stand up somewhere and be able to get out into the woods over all terrain, water included, and set up and be able to get out into the woods and do the things that we love to do. I'm very outdoorsy. I still am very outdoorsy. So this isn't just going to expand my horizon, if you will, just that much more and allow me to do just that much more stuff outside.
I love this. And
It's my
when I first heard, I'm like, what is a track chair? This is incredible.
yeah.
And I started looking into it. And again, I mean, how amazing. What does that mean to you for your spirit, your soul, and your mind for you
It's
to be able to do something that you were kept from doing?
right. And so, having said that, the whole spirit and the mind thing to be able to get into a chair, I can actually go out in the woods and get just lost and sit. I love to just listen.
Mm,
The birds, you hear the squirrels, you hear all the things that you can't hear when you're sitting in town or you can't hear in the city. I grew up in the country and I just love being out immersed in it. And
yes.
so it's going to give me that opportunity to maybe go mushroom hunting, which I haven't done in 30 plus years. I
Wow.
always see everybody on Facebook, oh, I got all these mushrooms.
I
I'm
got
like,
the morels. And you're like, shut
yeah,
up.
yeah, I'm like, hey, thanks. Stop by the house. So now I can actually go out and I'll pick my own dang mushrooms.
Well, okay.
So,
You're now my source, Rusty. I want some
oh, no
morels.
worries. No worries. I'll definitely take care of you.
Well,
And so Sunday,
yeah, well, I was just going to say, speaking of taking care, you're very
yes,
big of what's happening for you. You have this big heart that 100% you want to give back, since someone's giving back to you to pay
right.
it forward, and you and your crew have come up with a pay it forward ride on Sunday.
Yes. So we have organized a pay it forward for Op1 Vet. So this is an all vehicle event. $10 a head, $10 a vehicle, let's just say. And that's going to go straight. Everything goes to Op1 Vet. We've got 50-50. We've got a wheelbarrow of booze. We've got lots of silent auction. There's going to be a dunk tank. We're going to get Dustin's butt in that dunk tank. And $5 to throw, 3 softballs. And like I said, it starts at Triple Lakes Bar, and I think that's a Dupo address. It goes from Triple Lakes Bar to Paderborn Tavern, from Paderborn to Fountain Inn, and then from Fountain it ends at the pub in Rocher. And where my band, Dazed and Confused, will play from 4 to 7. We're going to draw for the 50-50. We're going to draw for the wheelbarrow of booze. All that's going to take place between 6 and 6:30, and you have to be there to win. Okay. We want people to show up. Yes. The pub has amazing food. They'll have plenty of food for sale, nice cold drinks. It's just going to be an amazing place. Heather and Robbie Hooten, I've received so much support from the community. I have a list of thank yous to give out to so many people that have all stepped up. All the people that are going to go on the ride, the businesses that have donated for the baskets, Chick Fritz, getting the wheelbarrow of booze together, Triple R Bar donating booze. It's really, really, really coming together. I'm very, very humbled. I'm very overwhelmed, and I'm super, super appreciative. It's nice to be able to have the community come support, and then I can give this money to Op1 Vet, and then they can pass the love along to another veteran and give that veteran the same feeling that I get to feel whenever I'm out in the woods and doing all those things.
Absolutely. It just gives me chills and lights me up that this is happening. And then yes. I love the fact that your spirit says, well, then I want to give back. Right. And I want to move forward. It actually started with your friend Joyce that had reached out to me. And she first was just asking, hey, do you know anybody or can you donate anything? And I said, yeah, well, tell me more about this. And then it became, well, hey, I want to put Rusty on. So that's what this show is about, everybody. I want to know when I ask you to tell me if you have a guest, if you have a business, or you want to really put that spotlight on, this is what I mean. This is the first time I have been able to reach out and put a guest on that wasn't here with me or in the studio. And it was a little worried. I was a little worried, Rusty. Rusty and I and Joyce were on last night from my home, testing this out, making sure it was going to work because I want it to be flawless. I want the message to be out there. And I'm so glad that it worked. So if anybody wants to know more information about this, Rusty, where would they find the information?
You can go on tell me, babe.
If you go on Facebook and type
Hi, Marilyn.
Hi. If you just search on Facebook for the Pay It Forward Run,
okay,
it'll come right up, and you'll actually see this flyer right here.
Yes. In fact, I'm going to post that, or I'm going to send this to Michelle right now for me, and I'm going to ask her to do just that because I've got that flyer. I'll put it on my page so that you know all the information.
Thank you.
Absolutely, and so all vehicles. So we're talking about some fun sports cars, trucks, motorcycles. It doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. If you can drive it and it's legal to be on the highway, come on with it.
Op1 Vets is actually going to be with us that day.
Okay.
They're coming in tomorrow, and they're going to be leading the run, and they're going to have a mobile store because they also have shirts and tactical gear, and that's how they fund these chairs.
Oh, fantastic. I love this. Rusty, thank you. And I know, obviously, the way life turned, it can be very difficult to ever find your spirit again. But you obviously have surrounded yourself with some incredible people, friends, family. And isn't that what it's all about, my friend? Before you leave us, can you give everyone that's watching one final way to say, life will knock you down, but what helped you get back up?
Well, I'll tell you what. You just said it. My mother, who's been my rock since I hurt my back. Well, before that, but since I broke my back, I met so many amazing people when I was in college that I'm still friends with. It's going to kick you in the teeth. Life will seem to always find a way. But if you can reach out to people that are like-minded as you, listen to them, I read my scripture every morning, say your prayers, believe in your heart that things will get better. And the more you project that positivity about yourself, the more people respond to that positivity and give it back to you. And so
Preach,
therefore,
brother Rusty, preach.
it's a roundabout thing. It's just like when we're on stage.
Yes.
We try to give everything to them. When the audience gives it back to you, it's a cyclical.
Yep.
Positivity breeds positivity.
Amen.
So the more you push it, the more you receive it.
That's right. So push the kindness out there. I know some of you are in very dark places, and I talk about the pebbles and the boulders. Look, life threw him a boulder, but look what he's done with it, and look what they're doing this weekend. That's what we're talking about. Please pay it forward. Share the kindness. And when life gives you this knockdown and you were on top of the mountain, because that's what happens. Don't sit on your high horse, because it's going to happen some way or form. Something's going to knock you down. But what have you done in your life? What kind of kindness have you spread to the world for it to come back to you? And it comes back to you tenfold, and then you share it forward. That's what this is about. A couple more comments from Maryland. Rusty, thank you for your service, and a union guy. Love your girl's name. Hope to hear you saying what a great group to mobilize our injured. Monica has so amazing guests and stories. Yes. And this is just one of many. Thank you for your story. Kathy says, continued blessings to you and yours. Julie says, yes, amen. Beautiful message, Rusty. Someone said, thank you. I'm crying. See, this is it. Let's bring everyone together. All right. Can you just give me anything? Can you just do the beginning of this national anthem for me? Something, Rusty.
Oh, say, can you see
Yes.
by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed? All right, that's it.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, my friend. I know it's not hard to sing in the morning. Trust me. I know. I understand.
Yes.
By the way, what's the largest crowd you've sung in front of?
We've had some big crowds at Songs for Soldiers, so probably 5,000 to 6,000, which is pretty much a drop in the bucket compared to what Sturgis is going to be like.
I can't wait to see videos. So Joyce and Rusty, you better stay in touch with me, because I want to see
for sure.
what all transpires in Sturgis. But most important, Sunday, look for the Pay It Forward run, as Marilyn said, on Facebook. I want you to get out there. I just shot the flyer that you had sent me to Michelle. I don't know if she can get it in here for us possibly, but if not, I'm going to have you all take a real quick look at this. Again, this is what you're looking for. Whoops. It's the Pay It Forward run. There you go. That's what you're looking for. Pay It Forward run. And again, it will be on Sunday, 10 a.m. start. Breakfast for sale, $10 per entry. All vehicles cruise. T-shirts available. They've got a 50-50. They've got a lot of great things in their auction, including I donated a $100 gift certificate for you to get well. Come work out with me. Life coach. Whatever you want to use the $100 gift certificate for.
Thank you very much.
Absolutely, Rusty. I hope to meet you in person someday.
I do too. You guys have a great one. Thank you very much for this opportunity. I super appreciate it.
You're very welcome. And Joyce, thank you for reaching out to me. Marilyn, thank you. And Rusty, thank you so much for your kindness.
Thank you very much, Monica.
Right. Bye-bye. Have a wonderful one. We'll be back right after the break.
Carroll House is now the contemporary furniture design center.
We now have the largest selection of the latest ultra-modern furniture.
Sleek European designs, unique metals, bold lacquers, plush fabrics, and retro styles.
Modern furnishings with exclusive collections only at Carroll House.
Plus free financing, free delivery and setup, and free in-home design.
Visit the St. Louis Center for Contemporary Design inside our 3.5-acre showrooms at Carroll House.
Because you like nice things.
You know, of course, it's great to get outside and enjoy the warm weather, but when it's time to relax indoors, be sure your home stays cool with equipment and service from my friends at Aldon. 24-hour emergency service available. At Aldon, it's their commitment to continue providing above and beyond HVAC service for all of their customers. They truly care about the air you breathe. Call them today at 314-567-5585 or on the web, aldon.com. That's al-don.com. 314-567-5585. Welcome back. I hope you're not just tuning in, but if you are, the beautiful thing is you can go back and watch the last half hour of this show. It's the Real Monica Adams podcast, brought to you by our friends at Invita Health and Wellness. And you just heard from Eldon. We also have Carol House and Florida Direct Palm Trees. And by the way, we've got a great story coming up from the owner's daughter of Florida Direct Palm Trees that will be hopefully in the next couple of weeks. I recorded it with her the other day. Her name is Ashley Wick, and we're so proud of her. First of all, she's from Hillsborough, Missouri. So she's Missouri's own, our area's own. But she is the first woman ever on the football coaching staff at UMass. And I told her, I'm like, you're empowering little girls that are watching you and think, hey, yeah, I can do that. And when you're going to hear her story play out and how she's an inspiration. I love that. We've got Jeff Kozatek coming up for you at the end of this month. And he's the author behind The Blueprint for Value, the 52 habits to discover and strengthen your personal worth. We have Reed Lowe, former St. Louis Blues enforcer. He will be live with us on August 1st. We're going to be talking with Katie Collier from Katie's Pizza and her incredible story over the last 14 years of sobriety and then opening and creating an empire, right? Inspiration from adults, from kids. I told you that I met this adorable 10-year-old Suresh, and I want to make him a part of our show. It's all about bringing everyone together, telling the stories of the people who are going to inspire. Next week, we also are going to talk with a woman from Equus Therapy, Margot Sutter, Jack Williams, by the way, who is a Vietnam veteran, Purple Heart, as well as he's got a store that I'm told called Walkaway Waffles. I think it's a pop-up here in Kirkwood. So they're going to be coming up for us next Tuesday. I'm hoping Greg and Lori are going to be available from Florida Direct Palm Trees and talk about the beautiful palm trees we have in the studio and at our house and how, yes, you can create that resort-like feel, which really puts you in that tranquil mindset, right? The peace and serenity of it all, giving us incredible ideas of how we can do that, as well as how we can care for them, because that's important. People think, well, in Missouri, we don't have the right zone for tropical plants, but you can. And then they take them. They're actually yours, but they take them and then they put them in a greenhouse and throughout the winter, and then they bring them back to your home. Or you do like I did, which put them inside and have them in your space. On Monday, Jeff Kozatek will be live with us. And then we have Moses, who works actually in the same building as us, and some beautiful books that he's creating. One has to do with bullying. The other one has to do with imagining and dreaming whatever it is you want to be, and those are playing out in books. So if you know kids, you have nieces, nephews, grandkids, godchildren, I don't care, from the ages of maybe 2 through 10, these books are for them, and they can be personalized and so unique. We're going to be surprising, by the way, my great niece and great nephew. I hope that this word doesn't get back to them, but we'll see. So their grandparents will be on with us as we give the books to them after Moses tells his story. And then, like I said, coming up in August, we have Reed Lowe coming up on August 1st. And I think that's as far out as I've had live guests. But then we've got these great recorded guests. We're going to do this beautiful feature on Casa Don Alfonso. I sat down with Mario Iaccarino, his beautiful family that's opened the most incredible Italian restaurant right here in St. Louis at the Ritz-Carlton. And immediately when they opened, they got the best Italian restaurant in the United States. I mean, straight out of the gate. So Mario and I sit down and we do this walkthrough of the restaurant. It's going to be a beautiful piece because the scenery alone, the photography that George Wise, my beautiful friend that does a lot of our videography and photography and editing, what he shot that day, I've just seen some of the pictures and the videos, and it's just going to be a beautiful display. That's coming up. Like I said, we have other things that are in the works. And then what I want to know is from you, do you want to shoot me that email right there, info@TheRealMonicaAdams.com, and tell me about someone that you would like for me to have on? Please do so, because I would like to know, like Rusty, about these incredible people that are out there and what they're doing for the community and how we can all give back together. Let's see some of the comments. We put Rusty in a truck bed liner and strapped him in. We pulled him behind a Ranger. It was the first time he went sled riding in 30 years. See all these things, the community coming together. You are a great friend for sure, Marilyn says. I love that. Jada was the first female football player in her middle school. I used to call her my line woman or you go girl. She may have eyeball rolled me. Sherry, I love it, right? So you've got young girls playing football. And one of the things I do talk to Ashley about in this interview that you'll see has to do with what I'm sure what you're all thinking is she bullied, right? Is she told by men that she doesn't belong in that? And we do talk about that. I had to put that on the plate and see what she would have to say. And when we talk about the social media bullying and how it's escalated beyond in-person bullying, yes, she deals with that. She said there's always going to be those naysayers, of course, that are going to say that she's a girl, she doesn't belong in that. Well, guess what? She has stood strong, and she set a goal for herself, by the way. She's 23 years old. Set a goal for herself to be at this particular position in this particular time frame, and she's already reached it. I mean, I was like, at that point, where do you go? I mean, keep going, right? Reach for the stars. Love it. I can't wait. It's a really inspirational one. Sherry said, we love that restaurant. They have martinis with a Frenchy print on top. Oh yeah, it's beautiful. She's talking about Casa Don Alfonso. So Casa Don Alfonso is at the Ritz-Carlton, and it is just absolutely stunningly, visually, aesthetically beautiful. And then the food is mind-blowing. So treat yourself, nice little date night out, special occasion, or just go there, go stay at the Ritz for a staycation. And you have to put Casa Don Alfonso on your list of places to go. Love Italian restaurants, Marilyn says. What is the name of it? I just told you. So it's Casa Don Alfonso. And tell them Monica sent you, because they've all become good friends of mine. Love this. Have a 53 Buick. We'll try to make it out. Beautiful, Tammy. I hope you do so. Again, Sunday, 10 a.m. And then Pay It Forward Run. We'll give you all the locations where they'll be. Pamela said it was a beautiful message. Yes, it was, right? Absolutely. And I remember Richard saying something earlier that I missed. Let's see here. We won't have to put you in the wheelchair in the bucket of the tractor anymore. I'm so happy about that. Yeah, so that's how they used to do it. Michelle, by the way, she's so awesome. So she put on there, so we can give a little plug again one more time, to Rusty's business. So it's Sonnenberg Landscaping Materials and Asphalt. So yeah, look, we might as well pay it forward. And if you need some landscaping help, reach out to them. I would love that. Okay, we have about 25 minutes left. So some of the things that are happening today, and now it's just time for us to have fun together. So when we come into Fridays, I like for it to be a little bit more easy. I like it to be, somebody said they already cried because it's inspirational. Fridays, oh, somebody's angry out there. They're honking. I was driving in this morning and I thought about it. When you go into a Friday, and I have the Friday feels and the energy and let's go, right? It's that grab the bull by the horns and let's just go. I feel like by about 12 o'clock, and I'm lucky for this because I just slam so much in through Monday through Thursday, that by 11 or 12 o'clock, that my weekend is underway. And then we get into Saturday and Sunday, and I do still work. I've got my clients that I train at 9 a.m. Saturday morning. Would love to see you, by the way. Sunday, I have 3 life coaching clients, and then I go over to where I do my custom work. I have a wedding party that I cannot wait to see the suits on all the wedding party. If you didn't know that I do styling, I do. Actually, I do it right here. You see all the clothes behind me. So this could be the styling where it's already in store, and then we style over at Christopher's. That's where the women's boutique is. A lot of the clothes that I wear. Oh, you know what? Let's get real here for a second. Let me show you something and how excited I am. All right, give me 5 seconds. I'll be right back. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, I am geeking out about this. First time ever that I had a chance to be a part of buying, doing the buying aspect. Look, I used to watch Friends, and I used to say, not only personality-wise am I very similar to Jennifer Aniston or Rachel on Friends, because everybody picks who they think they are, right? Whether they watch Seinfeld or whether they're a Friends fan, it's all what character do you think you are? I am absolutely Rachel, because so into fashion. My husband used to say, but she was ditzy. Or I'm like, no, that was Phoebe. And he said, well, okay, she did this or did that. And I said, I didn't say all of it. I'm just saying from the fashion side. And the fact that she was a buyer, that was like my dream job. Well, I want to thank Mark, because Mark allowed me to go to the buying aspect of the designer that I have worn since I was on a trip to San Diego probably 20 years ago. Joseph Ribkoff. You've heard me talk about this. Okay, here we go. This just came in. This is eventually, maybe, I think it probably could be special ordered. Let me step back from the camera. How gorgeous is this dress, right? Come on, ladies and gentlemen. This is stunning. Look at that black leather belt. So this is brand new. We're talking about stuff coming in for the fall. And so I picked this out for myself and then said, there are people who always want to know, where do I get my stuff? So forever, it used to be going to boutiques all over the place. Now I'm a big supporter of Christopher's and Mark Anthony's, obviously where I do my styling. But then I also do custom work. Custom work is done in Clayton, and men and women both, by the way. You probably saw a post from Angel Magasano, who was my guest the other day, with Little Black Book, Women of Business. We put the Little Black Book lining in her jacket. I mean, come on. Those are the things that I said I could just drop the mic right there because that's why I do what I do. Now look, cobalt, or as we all call it on this show, Monica Blue. Hello. Look at this skirt and the details in this skirt. Look at those buttons on the side. Isn't that beautiful? And the material, and of course, Jim will love this because he loves my legs and the little kick open slit. Woo, stunning. Isn't that pretty? And look at the details here on the little wave. It reminds me of the ocean. All right, I'm just saying, first time you, because you watch the show, get a first look at what's coming into Christopher's or things that you can think of buying for your loved ones, or you can go treat yourself. I cannot wait to wear these. I've got some special events coming up, and I have more that I chose for myself, but it was really fun to go in. I mean, look, I'm like a giddy little kid in a candy store. I was able to choose what you're going to be wearing. And come on, that just lit me up. These are the things, folks, that I'm talking about in life. Are you doing what you love? I mean, if anybody that's meeting me, I got it. All right, I'll just hang on to this. Anybody that's meeting me that says, I miss seeing you on TV or I miss listening to you on the radio. And then they sit there and talk to me and they said, I've never seen you so lit up. Well, hello, look at these things I'm able to do. I'm able to come to you and spread this message of positivity. Bring these guests on. Choose the guest, right? I am the executive producer of the show. I am the host of the show. Then I have filled my team with the most incredible people. Michelle is literally the most incredible assistant, a moderator. She takes care of my web. She helped with some of the design of the set. You've got George, who is the director, videographer, photographer, editor. You've got Lori, who is my manager, as well as such a huge help with some of the design and being there. That first level of impression when someone comes in and is a guest on the show, they are all wowed. And that's what I'm talking about. The message I'm trying to get you is you deserve it. Whatever it is you want to do in life, go get it. Go grab the bull by the horns. Feed your passion. Come on. Buying clothes. Well, I'm not buying it, Mark is, but being the buyer with some beautiful people that he has. Anne Marie, who I absolutely love, Anne Marie Campisi. She and I went. She's always helped Mark. And then Mark said, look, Monica has a great eye for style and has worn Joseph Ribkov for 20 years. Let's have her take part in this also. Because what happens, and that's what I want, this is the message I really want to get across. So many messages today, but one of them is to open your mind to other ideas, other thoughts. Anne Marie has a particular style. Mark has a style that he would think that his people would, his customers would want to wear. I have my style and what I would love to wear. You know, I love to throw in animal print. Sometimes it's just a touch of it, just an accent of it. And then sometimes, come on, let's go all out. I cannot wait to put some beautiful boots with this. And again, that's what I love to do. What do you love to do? Are you doing it? Why not? If you're not, why not? That's all I'm going to keep asking you. I want you to leap. I want you to believe in yourself. When those things happen, come on, you're going to take on the world. It's just an incredible thing. So by the way, you'll see me in pictures and video of in these clothes, and I can't wait. These are only 2 pieces. I think I probably picked like 10 or 12 for myself that I was buying, and then these will be in the store. Or if you see that I have something, and if we didn't get many of it, it will be things that you can purchase for yourself. Somebody said, oh, Kathy says, wow. Pamela says, beautiful. OMG, cheetah print. That's you. It could be you as well. Marilyn, wow, beautiful. But you can wear anything and look stunning. You're sweet. Angel's jacket beautiful? Love that skirt, right? Love them. So your styling. Love your passion. Love them. Thank you. What an amazing team. Team Monica. So great to see Lori after so many years. Yeah, she's awesome. I don't miss you from TV. You got me. Stop watching the news. Now I concentrate on making my life better and more positive. I get excited over the smallest things. New shirt, a friends get together, anything. Life's a gift. Love being a girl and doing girly stuff. I know, right? I was called a princess the other day and I'm like, oh, thank you. Where's my crown? I love all of it, but I could be this, right? I literally just got done training clients in a t-shirt and in my workout clothes. And then I'm going to turn around and put on a nice jumpsuit and go record a couple of shows that will be coming to you in the very near future. Look, can you imagine me on caffeine? I'd be jumping. I would be doing plyometrics. I would be bouncing off the walls. You don't need caffeine when you're high on life. Understand that. Rose, I so agree. Well said, says Marilyn. Chrissy says, love it. All of you, are you ready to go all in? That's all I keep asking. Do you want this this, what I'm doing, do you want this in your life? Do you want to be so thrilled, so high on life, so happy? You can be. That's all I'm going to say. You can be, but you have to want it. You have to make it happen. Oh, hi, Carrie. Good morning. Love pink and deep purple. Your colors? Great. I love cobalt blue. You know that. Pinks can be pretty as well. So everyone understand that this life can happen for you. Okay, you ready for me to make you laugh? Let's run through some of the national days. By the way, one of them, since we're talking about the Pay It Forward run, one of them has to do with custom cars. I saw that. So it's like National Custom Car Day or something on those lines. So any of you that have these beautiful cars, today could be your day. Carrie, you like blue as well, Carrie? I like cobalt blue. So today, national. So by the way, Sherry the other day said it was National French Fry Day. I'm told that today is, right there. Today is National French Fry Day, the second Friday in July. So it's today, if you want to run around and do that. It's also for my friend that I used to work with at KSTK, Tracy Hinson, and then she got married to Gary. So look, today is her day. And for everybody else, National Mac and Cheese Day. So do you have a good recipe you want to share with the community? Do you have a special place that you go to for mac and cheese? Today is your day. It's World Kebab Day. Ooh, I need to do that. You want to go barbecuing today? World Kebab Day. And are you ready for this one? National Tape Measure Day. So I need to go over and custom something for one of you. Come over and see me. You want to set up a styling appointment with me? It is also Bastille Day and Collector Car Appreciation Day. It says it changes annually, but there you go. Look at those beautiful cars. Take those cars out to the Pay It Forward run. It's National Grand Marnier Day. And my favorite, before I take a break and wrap this show up, don't hide your face. Don't cover your ears. It is National Nude Day. So get nude, run around your house. Don't run around the house in nude in front of the kids. That's going to freak them out. They'll be in therapy. They'll come and see me as a life coach for a long time. Do it with your husband, your wife, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, your partner, whatever. National Nude Day. If you're going on vacation, maybe go find a nude beach, whatever. You do you, but have fun with it. Rose said next week, I think, is Burger Week. Places will have burgers for $8. Well, they should have it for cheaper. They should do buy one, get one free. You brought me to a new level of happiness. I'm glad. I'm glad to hear that. And I had my life coaching class last night, by the way, and there's a woman in my life coaching class that I finally met in person at the retreat, which was June 4th. And she told us last night that she's lost 20 pounds since the retreat. You want to talk about going all in. She's like, Monica, that retreat was just on June 4th. And I said, see, when someone says, can I lose 10 pounds this month? Can I do that? Can I do that? Yeah, well, you can if you're willing to go all in. So yes. So congratulations, by the way, if I'm allowed to, Sindra, congratulations to you. Losing 20 pounds, probably 20 plus since June 4th, because she said she was ready. She said, I'm not training with you right now, but I'm doing life coaching on Thursday nights with you. I listen to your show every single morning and I'm receiving the message of positivity. And when you do that, watch the weight come off. I'm telling you, when you don't have the negativity in your life, everything that you want starts happening. So Richard says, we'll be at the Pay It Forward run in a 1965 Buick Skylark special convertible. Oh, I love it. Beautiful. Should my hubby and I schedule that nude day? Yes, schedule it. Schedule it. Do a nooner. Do a nooner on nude day. All right. Hey, we're having some fun today. You do you. Think about it. Go talk to your husband, wife, partner, text them, tell them that I said you got to get nude together some point today. Have some fun today. I might be responsible for making today be the day that a lot of procreation happens and a lot of babies, they were conceived on this day because I told you today's National Nude Day. All right, quick break, final break, and we'll be back right after this.
Warm weather, sand beaches, and boats galore. It's the Florida. It's a Lake of the Ozarks. Florida Direct Palm Trees brings tropical flair to your patios, docks, and yards. From a few feet all the way to 25 feet, there are palm trees for every property. Florida Direct also provides palm tree potting soil, palm fertilizer, large decorative pots, and a wide selection of locally grown tropical flowers and plants to add the perfect accent to your tropical paradise. Florida Direct Palm Trees, bringing paradise to your patio for 14 plus years.
Welcome back. We're into the final 10 minutes of our broadcast. If you're just tuning in, that's fine. Take these last 10 minutes, let that kick off your weekend. It's the Real Monica Adams Show. It's the mobile version of Monica, the long version of our mobile Monica. We have motivational moments with Monica in the basket chair. I hope you had a chance to see that beautiful basket chair that's sitting on my front porch from our friends at Carroll House Furniture. And then mobile Monica segments that we sprinkle in for you. And one of those is coming up the week of July 23rd, where we ran around to the aquarium at St. Louis Union Station for a preview of Shark Week. And I'm talking about some really cool interactive things that you and the kids can do. So put it on your calendar, Shark Week, coming up July 23rd. Okay, yes, 18 pounds since the retreat. You Inspire, You Amaze has been 30 years since I have been at this weight. Marilyn's lost 18, Cindra's lost 20. There's your inspiration, folks. They just met me about a month and a half ago, and look what's happened to them. That's what's happened. That's what happens when you go all in. And that's what happens when you put a little bit of Monica in your life, because I'm here to help you and inspire you. Please share the message and let people know that we are here to change their lives together, and we want them to be a part of this community. I love that you all come together. Hi, Wayne. Good morning to you. All right, let's read. Let's inspire a little bit. The Blueprint for Value, 52 Habits to Discover and Strengthen Your Personal Worth. And our friend Jeff Kozatek will be on with us on the final Monday of this month. So today, how funny that we're talking about letting go of some of the weight. Today's is dead weight. Okay. So drop responsibility for another person's thoughts, another person's feelings, or another person's actions. I'm talking to you right now. You are responsible. Take it, own it for showing up and giving all that you can. You know, one of the 4 agreements talks about always doing your best. Can you say that you do? Look, I trained clients this morning and I said, I need you to go deeper. I asked them to do a 45-second hold, an isometric hold in a plie, which means your legs are out and your adductor muscles get engaged besides your quads and maybe getting a little bit into your glutes and your hamstrings, depending on the placement of your foot. And when I said I want you to go down deep, I mean drop it like it's hot. Get down to 90 degrees or let's go deeper. And yes, I know that your stomach is like, ooh, I feel like I'm going to throw up. Oh my gosh, this is hard. Yeah, well, the greatest success comes from the most uncomfortable and hardest places. So do you want to lose the 18 to 20 pounds like Marilyn and Cinder did? Do you want to go all in? Do you want to make those changes? Then get uncomfortable. Get me coaching you. Okay, if not, go find a trainer that's in your area that will push you. When I say get down and I say I want you to get down, I might push those legs down and make your legs go so jelly you do not come out of it. I will not let you come out of it. I start getting hard and saying, if you come out, give me some burpees. I didn't say you could come out of it for 45 seconds. You can do it. You just have to believe in yourself. Everybody wants to take the easy path in life. So when I am told to do 45 seconds, I stay in that 45 seconds no matter how hard it is. That's what I want you to think about, the analogy of life. Are you willing to go through the hard times? Are you willing to come out on top? Are you willing to inspire and be inspired and open your mind to other people's thoughts and stop thinking that it's all you, the narcissistic mindset, right? Only concentrating on yourself. I want you to put yourself first with regards to taking care of yourself, but I want you to give it back and open up all around you. So when I say that you're responsible for showing up and giving what you can, always doing your best. Beyond that, it's up to other people to receive what you've shared about and what you've shared and choose their response. That's their responsibility. Remember, that's theirs, not yours. A comedian's job is to make people laugh, but it's an equation. And there are 3 variables: the performance, the audience, you, and then the environment. What's the environment around us? The performer can do his or her best and can often have some control over the environment, but the audience can choose to engage or not engage. It's their choice. Taking on 100% responsibility for the audience's response makes them objects to manipulate or obstacles to overcome. So don't rob people of their humanity by assuming responsibility for what they do, for what they feel, for the way they think, or the way they believe. That is not your burden. Stay in your lane. You do you. Swim your swim, whatever you want to say. Takeaway from this: do not weigh yourself down with responsibility that is not, and in parentheses, never was yours to carry. That's called dead weight. And then the next one we do next week will be focus. Focus. How present are you? Are you here with me right now? Are you in and out? Are you letting the kids and the dogs running around take away your focus? Well, why would you do that? The only way we can change together is focusing. Carrie says, Monica Adams, cheerleader and motivator. We have to control over anyone else. We only have control. Yeah, we have no control over anyone else. We only have control over ourselves. And Kathy says, yes. We can encourage others, but they have to pick their tools. We have to pick ours. You give people the tools? I do. It's our responsibility to use them. Amen. So just a few minutes left together. I hope that you get out. I wanted to give you your forecast for the day, by the way. And this is how I always thought the forecast should have gone. And we could have gone on to have time. Producers give way too much time to weather. I'm telling you right now, they got like 2.5 minutes. I never understood it. And then we would get like 30 seconds for traffic. And I'm like, traffic's happening all the time. The weather's staying the same. Why do they need so much time for weather? It never, ever, ever will make sense to me. Here's your weather forecast, everybody, for today. It's going to be scattered thunderstorms later this afternoon, possibly into this evening. A high of 97. It's already in the 70s, a little sticky out there right now and a little humid. So grab that umbrella, grab your raincoat. You'll be fine. Just be weather aware. Again, scattered thunderstorms, high of 97, and then we'll get back down into the 60s tonight. Boom, done. There's your weather forecast. Take that with you for the day. Now you're all set and ready to go for the rest of today. So yes, it does feel a little bit different today. I loved Monday and Tuesday. It was just absolutely beautiful. We had gorgeous, really low humidity, and now I could feel it. I made the girls go out and do some of their work today outside, and then gave them the choice. Like, if you want to do walking lunges throughout the store, go ahead. But if you want to go ahead and go outside, do so. We got into hard spaces, and then they came out on top. That's what I want you to think about as you are going through today, going through your weekend. Oh, that was the last thing. So when you go into the weekend, when do you feel the weekend starts? Is it at 5 o'clock? Well, everybody's schedule is so different now. A lot of people work from home. Do you take your breaks throughout? Do you actually give your employer their full time? Or are you stopping and engaging with the kids? And you have that ability, by the way. You should be blessed. You should think about that. You're blessed to be around those that you love. You don't have to go away from the kids or the dogs or your husband or your wife or your partners. You're able to be blessed with being able to work remotely. There again is a positivity that came out of the pandemic. This didn't exist. This became a positivity out of the pandemic. These are the things, a really horrible boulder that was thrown our way. We came out on top. We can, as a community, we came together. For me, at about, let's see, I have to quickly run over and do a recording at 9 o'clock for a little spotlight we're doing on a real estate agent. And then 9:30, I'm going to be doing an interview with Doc Krotzer. Doc is from Florissant, Missouri, and now in Hollywood, an incredible editor on some of these wonderful movies that you've seen in the past or you will see in the future. We're going to do a spotlight interview on Doc. We're going to redo it because we had him on and I know you all loved it. I just want to go a little bit deeper with him, and I don't want it to be where my ears against the camera because I couldn't hear him. If you all remember that day, we've already had Doc on. We're going to do a follow-up with him. See how things are going with the new Roadhouse movie that he's working on and any other new projects he has, and then just have some fun. That'll be a fun interview that we'll be doing coming up for you. So when does your weekend start, though? We've got just a couple minutes left. Does your weekend start at 5 o'clock and then you feel like you have 2.5 days of the weekend? Mine's going to start at about 11. My brother and sister-in-law are coming over. I am going to detach myself from social media. I'm going to cut the cord on the phone. I'll keep it nearby for the people that are in ICE. I hope you do that, by the way, in case anything ever happens to you. You want to put in your phone so the police officers and firefighters, if they have your phone, that they can see ICE in parentheses next to someone that you love, that you trust, that is your emergency contact. And so if my people that are on my ICE list happen to call through, I'll grab those. But if not, I am poolside. I deserve it. So do you. Poolside, I'm going to have a nice drink with my brother and sister-in-law and my husband and just chill and take it all in and absorb and soak in the beautiful 5-6 months that we've been together and what's happened. Mine starts Thursday at 6:15. Well, good for you, Amy. I love that. Right after I can get off my computer and clients' needs, 5:30-ish. And then do you feel like you have 2.5 days of a weekend? I hope so. I hope you salvage and actually believe that it starts. Some people just think, oh, I've got a 2-day weekend. No, you don't. It starts as soon as that 5:30 time hits, the 6:15 on Thursday. Make the most use of your time, though. How do you spend your time is really the way I want to end this. Spend your time wisely. Fill it with positivity. Get rid of those people that don't serve you anymore. Get out of the relationships that are negative for you. Stop having the relationships and friends and the people that you're with. I don't think people that come and listen to this show are in those negative relationships anymore. Or if not, they're so close to getting out of it because they feel empowered to step away from someone who doesn't see their value, who has abused them, who is an addict and tries to push their problems on you, or the drama-filled people that come home and the woe is me and the darkness and the depression. You're starting to realize your own value and you're getting away from it because you deserve it. All right? I'm on fire. And I hope that today, with Rusty's help and with the help of this community, that yes, fill your cup, Kathy says. My cup that says love your life, boom, boom, right there, it's filled. And in fact, I'm getting ready to overflow it. Enjoy, everyone. Go out. As we always say, it's all up to you what you're going to do with your life, the environment you surround yourself with, the people that you choose to have in your life. All I'm going to say right now is if you want to be in a different space, understand that it starts with you. And then you can be the change that you wish to see in the world. In a world, my friends, my family, all of you, this is a world that could be just so against you. But let's choose to see the beautiful things that are possible. Have a wonderful weekend, Chrissy says. Thanks for the positivity. Great show. Have a great weekend. That's right. You know what I'm going to say. In a world where you can be anything, and you can, all you have to do is believe in yourself. But first and foremost, go out and be kind. Love you all. Bye-bye. See you on Monday.